All right, pentatonic descending fours. Normally, if we were to do this in the G shape, we would have two notes on two strings, one note on one string, two, and then one. And that kind of repeats as you go down. So this means that your pick, if you're like me in a downward pick slanter, you're going to have to rotate to make sure your pick passes over strings that you're not trying to hit. And your first finger is just doing a ton of work. It really is a lot. So the other solution a lot of people have come up with is to look at the G form and the E form. It's kind of hard for me to play some of these just straight because I usually play patterns. So the idea with the, I guess they call the hopscotch method, is to play just keep everything to two notes on two strings, but you constantly it's hard to do. There's a lot of room for error. So what I did was find a way to make this a uniform right hand pattern. The left hand, really, practicing this could be, you could play whatever dummy scale you want that's got just three notes on the same string, just to get the pattern going. But here's what I'm working with now. It's a composite of the G form and the E form. And there's a repeated note because you're going down 5 frets from one string to the next. It's not something you would play to play, melody straight up or down. No, you would maybe like a minor scale. If I could play it properly. So anyway, here's what the pattern sounds like slow. So what's going on here is I got 3 notes on the first string and I'm playing down, up, pull off. So a lot of people get really hung up about having to pick absolutely every note. If you can deal with a little bit of grease in the gears, just being that one pull off, you can get a lot more done. I would suggest abandoning any kind of dogma like that. If the note happens, it happens, right? If it sounds right, it's right. If you slide, if you hammer on, you pull off, you smack the thing with your forehead, whatever. As long as the note happens, that's what you're after. All right, so then the next thing we've got is, so this is a continuous downstroke from the second to first strings on the 8th fret, and then an upstroke on the first string, 5th fret. So again, this is A minor if you haven't caught on. And then the last two, just the 8th and 5th frets on the second string. So putting all that together, down, up, pull off, down, down, up, down, up. So once you get familiar with just kind of the way that flows, it's just going to happen again on the next pair of strings, but you're going to have to change your fingerings to fit the scale. So this is where the dummy scale comes in to kind of get the feel for it first. So I don't know, let's just say we have 3 notes, 7, 9, and 10 on each string. So how do we do this? This is so that's what it would sound like if you just used uniform frets on every string. It's musical nonsense. It doesn't mean anything, but your right hand will get used to, and your left hand too, will get used to the movement. So in my opinion, once you get it all wired, or you get used to the economy pick, the little mini sweep there, you get used to the stretch. Make sure your thumb is far enough down on the guitar. You don't want to try this with your thumb up here. You want to keep your thumb down, keep the neck up, so that you're playing in kind of an ergonomic position. It's the straightest wrist you can attain is what we're after. We don't want this happening as much as possible. I mean, you're going to have a little bit of bend in the wrist, but anyway, descending pentatonic fours, I think this is the easiest way to do it. I don't know. Good luck, and hope it works out for you.